Acts 12:12-15. When he realized this, he went to the home of Mary, the mother of John Mark, where many were gathered for prayer. He knocked at the door in the gate, and a servant girl named Rhoda came to open it. When she recognized Peter's voice, she was so overjoyed that instead of opening the door, she ran back inside and told everyone, "Peter is standing at the door." "You're out of your mind," they said. When she insisted, they decided it must be his angel. I love this story because it reminds me of how easy it can be to get caught up in the routine of prayer and sometimes lose sight of the power of prayer. They were up late at night, perhaps even well past midnight, and they had gathered to pray very earnestly for him. They were praying with purpose, and that purpose was Peter. This wasn't a group of casual Christians. They would have already gone to bed. This was a group of devout Christians. They loved the Lord and had seen him do miracles. However, somewhere in this spiritual battle, they got so caught up in their need that they lost focus of their provider. They prayed all night for Peter. So why didn't they believe it when God answered their prayer and hand-delivered him to their doorstep? When Rhoda told them, "Peter is standing at the door," they told her, "You're out of your mind." I kept asking myself, why would someone stay up all night praying for something they never believed they would receive? The first thought that came to mind is that they were out of their minds. But the more I reflected on it, I began to realize that their lack of faith wasn't in who God is. It was in their belief in what he was willing to do. I wonder if everyone there was praying that Peter would be spared. But Rhoda was standing close to the door because she had been praying that Peter would actually be delivered. Why else was she so overjoyed, while everyone else was so full of doubt? The words of Jesus came to mind when he said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." A little faith in a little girl can move a really big mountain. Perhaps, like this little servant girl, when our time with him accompanies our faith in him, we too will hear the answer to our prayer knocking at the door. Father, thank you for teaching us, training us, and the privilege to boldly enter into your presence with thanksgiving and prayer. Help us to never lose sight that you hear us, you love us, and you move the mountains when we come to you with the mustard seed of faith and prayer. Perhaps you're listening to this devotion today and you hear the Lord knocking at the door of your heart. If that's you, we'd be honored to pray with you today. Father, I believe in you, and I thank you for continuing to pursue me despite the sins of my past. Jesus, thank you for dying for me and for giving your life for me. And from this day forward, I'm choosing to make you the Lord of my life. Help me become the person that you called and created me to be. It's in your mighty name, Jesus, that I pray. Amen.
We're honored you've taken the time to listen to this week's devotion. To read or listen to other devotions, please visit us online at b2babministries.org. That's B, the number 2, BABministries.org. And remember, you are blessed to be a blessing.